Let me hit you with something that might make you uncomfortable. A lot of people think their biggest money problem is they don't make enough. Wrong. Sometimes the problem is they're bleeding money in plain sight. And the craziest part, people call it normal. Welcome back to Rich Cousin, the channel where we talk about how to earn more, save smarter, and invest better so you can level up financially. If you're into money game that actually helps in real life, hit subscribe right now, because today we're exposing one of the biggest wealth killers most people overlook. And no, it's not lattes, it's not avocado toast, it's not Netflix.
Wait, let me guess. Credit cards?
Nope,
Beauty Now?
nope. It's your car, or more specifically, the true cost of transportation. And once you see what this thing is really costing you, you may never look at a car payment the same again.
Hold up. You're telling me cars are keeping people broke? That sounds dramatic.
It sounds dramatic until you run the math. See, society has sold people this idea that a nicer car means you're doing well. Pull up in something shiny, people clap. New car smell, people celebrate. Luxury badge, people assume you made it. But a lot of people are driving around in debt disguised as success.
Ooh, that was a bar. Debt disguised as success.
Because think about it, people will flex a $900 car payment while saying they can't invest $200 a month. That makes no sense.
Right.
Because I'm not saying don't have a car, I'm saying understand what it's costing you. Because a car isn't just the monthly payment and gas. That's beginner thinking. There is depreciation, insurance, registration, repairs, maintenance, interest, fuel, opportunity cost. And that last one, that's the one people really miss.
Okay, break that down. What's opportunity cost?
It's what your money could have done if it wasn't tied up somewhere else. Example, let's say your car costs you $10,000 all in, and instead of pouring that into car ownership, you invested that money.
Right.
Now your money is working, potentially growing, compounding, building wealth. But if all that money is going into a depreciating machine sitting in your driveway, that money isn't working for you, it's working against you.
So the real cost isn't just what the car takes, it's also what it stops you from building.
Exactly. That's the hidden leak.
You mentioned depreciation. People hear that word, but most don't really feel it.
Simple. A lot of cars lose value. You buy it today and it's worth less tomorrow. That's depreciation. And the wild part is some people take hard-earned cash and put it into an asset almost guaranteed to go down. Imagine investing in something where you expect it to lose value. Sounds crazy, right? Yet people do it every day, especially buying brand new cars. Drive off the lot, boom, value drops.
So what's the smarter move?
The sweet spot is usually used. Think roughly 3 to 5 years old. Someone else already ate the steepest depreciation. You get a solid car without paying the I need to impress strangers premium.
I feel like the dealership gets people with the monthly payment, only $6.99 a month.
Exactly. That's the trick. They sell the monthly, not the total cost. Huge difference. Because people ask, can I afford $700 a month? Instead of asking, should I be committing tens of thousands to this? And those are two different questions.
That's real. People shop payment, not price.
And that mindset can bury you because a payment has a way of making expensive feel normal.
Okay, let's help people save. Where can they cut?
Insurance. This one is so overlooked. Most people set insurance, then forget it. Big mistake. Shop it every year. Call around, compare quotes. Let providers compete. You'd be shocked how many people overpay out of pure laziness.
Same coverage, lower price. That's free money.
Exactly. And do this with other bills too. Internet, phone, utilities. Retention departments will often lower rates if you ask.
Of course.
People think negotiation is just for salary. No, negotiation is a life skill.
Gas feels like death by 1,000 cuts.
Because it is. People say, my car payment is $500. No, your transportation may be $500 payment, $250 for gas, $150 for insurance. That's not $500 anymore. That's $900. And that's before maintenance. See how people lie to themselves?
That adds up fast.
Exactly. And once you see the full picture, you stop making decisions off ego and start making them off math.
Let me ask something controversial. Are you saying some people should have a cheaper car than they want?
I'm saying many people should have less car than their ego wants. Yes, because freedom is expensive. And sometimes the BMW is stealing from your future. Sometimes the luxury trim is delaying your investments. Sometimes the status symbol is eating your peace. And nobody says it because we've normalized overextending.
That's going to hit some people.
It should, because I'd rather offend somebody into thinking than flatter them into staying broke.
This part was interesting to me. Paying more rent to save more overall. Explain that.
Sometimes people focus only on one number, rent. But what if paying slightly more in rent saves you less gas, less wear and tear, less time commuting, less stress, maybe fewer repairs, potentially even one less car? Now the equation changes because time is money too. People ignore time costs, but commuting 2 hours daily, that's a life tax.
All right, give us the rich cousin game plan. If someone wants to stop letting cars wreck their finances, what do they do?
4 things. 1, buy in the depreciation sweet spot. Used, not ego-priced new. 2, shop insurance yearly. Put it on your calendar, non-negotiable. 3, question whether you need as much car as you have or as many cars. 4, take what you save and invest it. That's key. Don't just save money to let it disappear elsewhere. Redirect it. Make it work. That's how you turn expense cuts into wealth.
So this really isn't about cars. It's about thinking differently.
Exactly. This is really about asking, is this purchase building wealth or delaying it? That question alone can change your life because too many people optimize for looking rich instead of becoming rich. Huge difference. So here's the takeaway. Your biggest expense may not be the one you've been blaming. It may be sitting in your driveway. And if you can get smarter about transportation, you may free up thousands every year. And invested properly, that could change your future. If this episode gave you a new perspective, hit subscribe to Rich Cousin for more content on how to make more money, save smarter, and invest better. Drop a comment. What costs you more? Car payment, gas, or insurance? And be honest, have you ever bought more car than you really needed?
That comment section is about to be active.
Facts. I'm Rich Cousin. And I'm
John.
And we'll catch you in the next one.